It's the sprint race for FIA Formula 2. We've had a bit of a tech problem, but we're back with you as the cars line up on the grid then. Omi, take us to the grid.
Thank you very much, Josh. Cian Shields at the back. Then we have Jack Crawford, Christian Mansell, John Bennett in 19th, Max Esterson, Rafael Villagomez, Oliver Behrman, Richard Vishaw, Fornaroli, Goethe. Antonelli will explain more on him. He won't be taking the start. Martins, Bortoleto, Maney, Aaron Hadjar, Beganovic, Marti, Miata, Dirksen, and Cordial lines up on pole position as he chases his maiden win in the category as well, and this is going to be exciting stuff for Formula 2. We are lining up on the grid. Final car is into position. That's Cian Shields as he's about to begin his second sprint race. Green flag in the back. It is time for the penultimate race of the year.
All 5 lights are on and we go sprinting in Abu Dhabi with a good start from Poleman. Durska goes off the inside line. Coming back through on the inside though. Straight away comes Rito Mayata locking up on the outside. There's going to be contact there. Mayata just about avoids it. No, Winglet gone. Winglet gone. As now we see Marty battling with Cordial. It hasn't worked out. Round the outside, Dursken trying to go wheel to wheel. He gets forced off and cuts across the inside line of Dursken. Into turn 5 we come. It's a good start. And Marty leads, Omi.
Yep, indeed. Pepe Marti with the lead. Are they all going to be able to make their way through? Turn number 5. It was a brilliant start for Marti. Dirksen moving up to second place. Cordial's going to be under pressure now as well. And Miney's going to be in there slipstreaming his way. Down towards turn number 6. We've got the yellow flags out in the first sector as they're all getting very close. And Mania makes it 3 wide in the battle for second.
They've got to be very careful on the brakes here as well. Not to lock up and do exactly that. No, and Martins goes round. Mayata touches him. Do the championship protagonists get through? I think everyone does. They're split across the entire circuit. And that's really changed the complexion of this race so far.
Really has indeed. Everything going wild right now in Formula 2 as we get going for what is going to be a chaotic sprint race. They're still battling down to turn number 9. Behrman's got a nose to the inside and he's going to be side by side. It looks like he wasn't able to get ahead. Dirksen still finds himself ahead at the moment, and he is a driver who had a brilliant start, but we watch now Hadjar as he attacks his teammate.
If somebody could get rid of Megan's commentary camera, that'd be great. Meantime, Hadjar's going side by side. Synthil's back with us. Synth, what an awesome start. And everyone going everywhere on the championship run. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, it's going to be a great race. Unfortunately, I cannot see what exactly is happening right now, but yeah, we're going to have to look at the top 30 in the championship, of course.
Yeah, all hell breaking loose with very delayed pictures and cameras. We apologise for that. Come into it. I'm going to leave you with Omi though for a second while I go fix everything. Omi.
Yep, absolutely. Pepe Marti also chasing his first win in the championship. Kushmani in second, Cordial in third. Now we can finally talk you through everything that happened at the race start. We're on board with Gabriel Bortoleto. Has to think about the championship, and he is a driver who was trying to get past Joshua Dirksen. Now we missed this, of course, with everything that happened at the start. Hadjar has found himself down to 11th position. That is a disaster for Isaac Hadjar. He started ahead of his championship rival Gabriel Bortoleto, who's now going on the attack. Will he go to the outside? Sells the dummy, goes for it to the inside. He has to think about the championship, but Hadjar is getting past Luke Browning, and Bortoleto couldn't get past Joshua Dirksen. He's still behind Synthil. It's been a crazy start for Formula 2 as it stands, and there we see Goethe, who is going to try to go on the attack. Now we're on board with Isaac Hadjar. Let's see whether we can get past Miata. To the outside line he goes, and is Hadjar going to be able to turn in? We've seen one championship contender try go on the attack. Will it be the position for Isaac Hadjar? Going the long way around of turn number 9 and taking the place, and he needs to go on the attack after losing so many places. Aaron is in 6th position as well, but Bortoleto, that was risky stuff. At turn number 5, he really has to think about the championship. Hadjar, though, is going to be trying to gain every single position he can, and we'll need to take a look at a replay of everything that happened at the start. Hopefully Synthil will also be able to see pictures very, very soon as well, as Bortoleto comes out of the final corner, and he is going to have another opportunity with DRS. Cordial still running in 3rd position as well. He was a driver who was in that place earlier this year at the round at Imola, so he of course found himself starting on reverse grid pole in Imola. He lost the lead immediately. It's exactly what's happened here in Yas Marina, as Behrman is in 7th position at this stage. We head down to turn number 5, and Gabriel Bortoleto having a think once again. being large in the mirrors to Joshua Dirksen, and Joshua Dirksen now is going to find himself looking at the left mirror, looking at the right mirror. Here comes the Brazilian driver on the attack. Can he make the move as we head down to turn number 6? It was the inside line, and it's going to be the inside once again, Josh.
Yeah, close on the inside, gets it through. Dirt's going to begin to drop down now into 5th. Hadjar trailing around the outside of Dino Beganovic now. Bortoleto up to 4th. Great stuff there at the moment, Sim. Whew, what a start.
Incredible. Important start for Bortoleto as well. He's gained a lot of positions, and he is, of course, now extending his championship lead if it stays like this. Hadjar's going to try and change that, but he cannot overtake just yet. Or can he?
Oh, he's on about it. Rito Mayata's got a penalty, presumably for causing contact.
Beganovic just ahead of Isaac Hadjar. So Beganovic had a look at Behrman. Hadjar tried to get past as well, and Hadjar with the most disastrous start that he could have had to this sprint race, finding himself all the way down as his rival goes on the attack. He's now 5 tenths away from Amory Cordial. This is a huge opportunity for Gabriel Bortoleto. So this will be interesting to see as he is about to make his way onto lap number 4. Hadjar really has to get on with it, and he has to make the moves.
I've not run that hard in a long time, and now well, the track audio's gone, but it's also gone from Sky Sports F1, and now our pictures are glitching as well. That's not us, that's a FOM issue for once. Abu Dhabi literally always seems to be the curse, and now everything's blown on us once again. So we had it in Qatar, we're having it now, whereas it just doesn't seem to want to work with us. So Marty leads, Maney, Cordial, Bortoleto, Dirtskin. We're getting pictures back ever so slightly as they try and look up the inside. Bortoleto again, Naomi, though, has the DRS. We've got pictures but no sound. We'll take that over anything else, and it's all about DRS challenging.
All about DRS challenging indeed. Bortoleto got through on Dirksen before. Let's see whether we can do it on Cordial now.
Around the outside, that's a risky manoeuvre. It wasn't happening in Formula 1 Academy this morning. It can happen in F2. They're still ducking, weaving left and right, and still can't find a way through as our pictures break up once more. I suggest you guys get it on operational things. I think he's going to try and go around the outside and wait to see if he makes that one stick. I believe he has. Round the outside, it's turn 9, he gets the move done. And on board with Hadjar as he goes and goes Beganovic. I'm about to cry, my God.
Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong as well. But luckily, we are all back with audio now, hopefully, as well. That is fixing itself on FOM side as Hadjar will try his best. 3.8 seconds is the gap between Bortoleto and Hadjar, and now those are the two title rivals.
Right, here's the start again then. Since what did you make of it?
Yeah, so up front, it's a horrible start from Hadjar, of course, from 6th. You can see it there. And Beganovic as well, really bad start as they all go 3 wide. Look, he's out in the middle there. That's why he's lost so much. He's just trying to avoid an incident and dropping down a loads position, and that's why Bortoleto is such a great start. He just found a room to actually did get past there. So goes side by side there in front is Maney as we're on board with Hadjar now.
Yeah, good start from him, Omi, but Mayata went nowhere. That's what's caused the contact at turn 1 and 2.
Slowest car in Formula 2, slow off the line as well for Ritomo Mayata.
Yeah, damage! I need squeeze me to Miyata. Oh my God!
Yeah, not the best, Omi, was it?
Not the best. Not the best when the gap is half a point. This was Paul Aaron, another championship contender, and he found himself up alongside. That was Bortoleto getting through. Now he's going to see the contact. Maney and Hadjar, and then Miyata is also going to be off. Aaron runs wide, and he's going to now rejoin, and he'll be able to get ahead of Hadjar as well. So a dramatic start for everyone in the mid-pack, and even at the drivers at the front. Here's Bortoleto on his teammate.
Oh, that's going to be tight. Maney keeps
Another
ahead.
teamwork again.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I'm going to beg the FIA to change the last round of the championship from Abu Dhabi. Every year we come here, and it's the final race, something always goes wrong. It's every time. It's mind-boggling. Oh. Yeah, well, carry on. Jess is about to do the qualifying for Formula E. And there we go again with TV picture signals. It is raining where I am right now, but that shouldn't be affecting it this much. It's because some people are touching Wi-Fi's. But mainly then 3/10 at the moment to Bortoleto. Since the good thing here is the fact is that for Bortoleto, he needs as many points as possible. And Hadjar's had a terrible start, and yet he was further up on the grid. But he just getting squeezed. It's really changed everything.
Yeah, this is ideal for Bortoleto, and he's flying as well. So this is a really good chance. It was looking like because Hedger started in front that he was going to be able to gain some points on Bortoleto, but it's absolutely turned around, and you could hear the frustrations on board with Hedger as well. As the moment he knew he took up some damage and he lost quite a lot of position. So yeah, you know he knows how much is on the line, and it's just not ideal that start.
Slowly, everything's trying to catch up as well as they come down the back straight. Looks like Bortoleto's 2/10 ahead now of Kushmani. They're side by side this time. Bortoleto goes through on the inside line down into turn 5 and 6. So Bortoleto makes the move ahead of his teammate Omi, and I think that is very crucial. But it's also now got Cordeal and Durskin right behind, still in that DRS train.
Yeah, absolutely. Hadjar finds himself stuck at this stage, which is absolutely unfortunate for him. And it seems like we could have a big point swing with Bortoleto. He continues on the attack, and he'll now try to chase down Pepe Marti, who's absolutely disappeared as he tries to become our 18th different winner of the year. So that will be an interesting thing between two drivers. One looking for victory, and of course, one trying to extend his championship points gap to this man, Isaac Hadjar, who's still stuck behind Beganovic, and with damage, it won't be helpful at all as he tries and get past the Fari Academy member.
Maybe it's just sprint races. I don't know. What is going on with this in the last 2 weeks as well? Come on, stabilise now. Hey! Right, let's see how long this lasts then. So, lap 7 of 23. Marty leads, and now we've got a train. Now we can actually see pictures synth as well. But Hadjar's right at the back of this, and his knees start moving. Yes, he's trying to save tyres, but he's struggling now. And there's some debris exit at 1.
Yeah, you can see as well on the front left end plate. Well, he doesn't have a front left end plate anymore, Isaac Hadjar. He's clearly got some damage, but he's still doing a good job to keep up with the field. But he really has to make up some positions. It's crucial now in this stage of the championship.
Surprised there's no virtual safety car being looked at by race director Rui Marquez. As we now look at Paul Aron, who's going to have a go at Maney. This is over the podium position. Correction, Durskin. So Paul Aron and Durskin now together. And Cordeal nearly runs into the back of Maney anyway. I was looking too far up the road. And Cordeal looking left and right, can't do it. Durskin's trying to hold on, but he goes off the track. He'll lose position. He needs to give that one up. Now we're going to see Cordeal and Maney side by side. Everything running together as we run down to turn 9. Cordeal right round the outside. Durskin's going to try and launch back up the inside. Meantime, Paul Aron goes there on the brakes. Well, that's
Lovely
better.
Formula 2. Lovely Formula 2 action, yes. As per usual there. And as you can see, this battling's going to bring Hadjar and those guys into play as well, with Behrman ahead of Beganovic. Now, Kimi Antonelli wasn't able to participate, had to run through the grid very quickly, so we weren't able to describe you through that. Prema have withdrawn him after Antonelli was instructed by doctors to not be participating due to how unwell he is. He'll try and be back tomorrow for the feature race in what will be an end of a era for Antonelli and Prema as well. That's been a long combination through the single-seaters all the way since 2021.
Okay, play smart because we can get all the group in front. They are driving really dirty now.
Exactly what I was saying. They save tyres, but he's outside the points-paying positions. As now we see side by side, Paul Aron still trying to go around the outside of Miney. Hasn't worked out. Bortoleto P2, and actually, Aron's got a great launch even without the DRS coming out of turn 5. Now we'll have the DRS for an engine bonus. He's on the inside, and he'll move up into 4th place. Good move from Paul Aron. Nice, he's getting his teammate.
Have a chance as well.
Yeah, Behrman's having a look on Durskin. That's going to be tight. Durskin needs to give him room. Doesn't need to, but look at the switchback from Behrman. Hadjar's going for it.
Hadjar as well.
Go on, Synth.
Hadjar as well. He's just trying to get past as well. He's just hoping the cars in front make a mistake. There goes Behrman again down the inside.
Nearly took off his front wing. The rest of it. Durskin passes Maney. Oh my god. If there's any consolation, I'm having kittens. What a strange championship.
Yeah, this is turning into something fun. I think Hadjar was very late on the brakes there, nearly hitting Beganovic. Now Beata's coming into play, so everyone's going to be joining this party. And yeah, unfortunate stuff for Hadjar, having to drive to the limit with a damaged car. 15 to go here in the FIA Formula 2 sprint race. And yeah, Hadjar needs to try and catch Beganovic out. He needs to at least get into the points, and the next place will offer him points. And if Behrman, Maney, and all of these guys continue with the attack, there might definitely be the opportunity. And Oliver Behrman, another driver who is ending a long run with the Kramer team as well. So that era comes to a close as Beganovic right now is just 4 tenths out of Hadja. So Hadja will have a chance next time around, but here's Behrman first.
Still trying to look through the inside. Yeah, we need JT back. That's who we need. Because if my pictures fail, he has the ability to have it back. But JT has vanished into the netherworlds as well. Now we see Behrman trying to come back round the outside this time. On well, that's like he was standing still. And now we're going to see Beganovic have a go, and even Hadjar coming. Oh, that's going to be tight. Oh, and I thought maybe he'd gone round there, but he just locks it round. Hadjar's going to have this sweetest move of his career. He'll hold it round the outside. He'll have DRS as well. He needs to get the power in. He's got him. He's got him. Has he shut him off? Shuts him down. Oh, he's got him, but that Maney nearly locked up and ran into the back of him. Wow.
Well, after the hate that Maney got last week, I think he wanted to try and do something for Bortoleto as well with that. So just try and be latest on the brakes. But Isaac Hadjar, determined driver at this stage, even with damage, he will be looking to try and get ahead of Beganovic, Behrman, Dirksen at least. But as it stands, yeah, the point swing, we would see Bortoleto with a decent advantage then going into the race. Still all to play for tomorrow, of course, with the big points up for grabs, but it would be 8 gained for Bortoleto and only 1 as it stands for Isaac Hadjar.
Yep, so it's going to run around nicely. At 10 of 23. Oh, trying to still catch my breath after all that. Still at the start. 3.2 seconds Marty's got, and this is a replay. And Sids, what do you make of this move?
Yeah, very close. Nearly spun around, of course, with Maney there. And I don't think there was contact, but he just lost the rear. And that opened up the door for Hadjar to fly through. Hadjar, he's really going to try and get past, but he shouldn't ask too much from his tires. Otherwise, he's going to be struggling so much towards the end. As what's happening here?
All
a lot of battles.
Yeah, Omi, we've got Maney again under pressure, but here comes Mayata coming through. Browning's in there too.
3 wide, coming up very shortly. Miata gets ahead, Browning gets ahead, Goethe to the inside, Vashor's waiting in behind, so the 2 MPs trying to get ahead of Maney. That'll be close between Goethe and Maney, and Goethe's going to get ahead, and Vashor will now get a chance to try and make the move towards turn number 9 as well.
Yeah, the DRS pulls the outside line, and his teammates helped him out as well by blocking the path of Maney. So now it's all 3
Browning.
wide. Browning's having a go, and look at Vashor, synchronised between Goethe and Vashor. The teammates working together, and Mayata blocking out Browning over 9th. Can't do
Lovely.
it. Oof. Into the hotel. I could do with a lie down.
It's
Very
always
cool.
scary when a car just brakes right exactly in front of another car, because just always expecting the other car behind just to lock up and run into the back of him. But it luckily didn't happen in this case. Botlet is slowly closing in on Marty. I wonder if it's quick enough to catch him by the end of the race, but he is getting closer.
Thought it was too good to be true. Here's the latest bout of TV-itis. Oh, there we go. Come on, come back, come on.
Welcome back.
I'd rather have pictures and sound, but come on. You can hear what's going on in the circuit, but I'd rather see it. Come on. So, Marty leads, 0.3 of a second. Bortoleto, apparently, is he right on him, according to our timing screen? But yeah, the gap 0.0. So, there's no one on that gap between it. So, that timing tower, vastly incorrect. Your one that you are looking at home is correct. As SHT Sean says, great start by Bortoleto. And now we are seeing as Maney has been passed by Crawford on the inside line down at turn 5. And now down at turn 6 and 7. 3 wide and the contact running off the track there. I can't tell, it's Mayata, Browning and Goethe. Goethe nearly losing his wing. But that looked to me like they were just 3 into 1. Couldn't really make it and they had to back out. Is that wing damage on the Red Bull? We've got a frozen image to try and see, but does that look like wing damage? Or is that just part of the curb? Oh, here we go. Mayata, and they've all towed up. There's for sure. It's like we're commentating on stop image.
We are. It's quite fascinating in a bad way to try and work this out. Beganovic has lost a lot of time to the drivers ahead, so Hadjar needs to get past her immediately as soon as possible. But yeah, Bortoleto putting in what I'd say is a champion's drive at this stage.
So last week, we had TV pictures, but we lost the internet connection with myself and Omi. This week, we've got the connection between me and Omi, but we've lost connection with the TV picture. I am fed up of this. Come on, sprinting. Just give us one. Feature race tomorrow. Come on. Come on, coax into it. Come on, come on. You can do it.
Yeah. Last week it was issues for the sprint and then delays for the feature.
Commentating on via PowerPoint. It's basically what we're doing. It's a slideshow. That's all we've got. Slideshow images. It's quite funny. Right now. Oh, hang on. We've got. One more now with Isaac Hadjar, but our picture's frozen as it comes down towards turn 5. He's running in 8th, and he's half a second behind Bogdanovic, so presumably he's going to try and make a move at some point in the next 2 laps. Anyone got a sledgehammer?
Well, yeah, he is gonna try and make the move, hopefully in a couple of moments' time, and we'll try bring you it if we can see. Here we go. We're getting somewhere at least as we make our way down towards turn 6.
It's pixelated, but Behrman's been given a black and white flag for track limits. Come on. It's. Come on, you can do it.
Nice slideshow.
It's like watching a VHS from the 80s. Right, left and right. So this is Hadjar pulling to the outside line of Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic on the inside. On the outside is Hadjar, and he hasn't quite made it stick this time around. He'll try the cutback though, and he's going to go round the outside into the hotel section. Oh, we just saw the cutback ever so slightly. Did he make the move? No. Bogdanovic back on the inside. Hadjar trying to fight hard. And I think it's going to be trying to be a bit nicer to us. Yes, come on, you can do it. I'm almost afraid to say anything. Right, so Hadjar now right in the back. He couldn't get through. He did try the switchback. Don't know how well you two saw that. Here's Hadjar.
He's defending for his life.
Yes.
I'm bargaining for mine right now. Come on, give me TV pictures. Right, finally, we're back. So, let me replay that, please, because it's hard.
Yeah. All we saw was him going to the outside and then switch back, and then it was wait for it. Was he able to get through? And the answer was yes to that, as it continues mucking about as we head down to turn number 5. But let's see whether Hadjar can make the move this time around. But also, I think he's putting in a good drive considering he has damage as well.
I tell you what, I think we deserve to be given the F2 role for this commentary alone, because we've. This is commentating on a slideshow and literally pixels. That's all we've got. It's like a really bad. If you ever were a kid and you had one of those portable TVs with the aerial used to stick out, and you used to get really blurry images and tried to move the aerial around to pick up the signal. That's what we're watching right now in front of us, and we have digital. It is impossible to get this one sorted correctly as they come into it. So, since
we don't know if we're looking at a Dams or a Ferrari.
No, we've got no idea. We could be watching wrestling. We wouldn't know. It's like watching the. Does anyone remember the opening to American Pie? The really bad mangled VHS. It's that. We can't see it. 10 laps to go. And there's a gap of 2.7 seconds between Marty and Bortoletto. Then we think there's 3 cars together across the start-finish line as they run it in. And Hadjar again having a go at Bogdanovic. I am almost certainly ready to hit it with a hammer. Problem is, I hope it's back for F1 qualifying. Just realised the current top 2 are Alonso's junior drivers from his A14 management company. They are so. They are indeed. Now, is Hadjar going to go for the move on Bogdanovic this lap? That's a question. I'd love the answer.
Yeah. Let's wait and see.
Why is it sprint racing? We have so much trouble these days. It's not comical. It's downright pitiful.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Right, Omi, start talking. I'm going to look out the box, see what the weather's like.
Okay, well, yeah, let's see whether he's going to be able to get through. Hopefully he just randomly comes back at this stage. Oliver Behrman currently in 6th as he still tries to put the pressure on
nothing.
Dirksen.
There's no rain. I don't know what's causing this. But we have totally lost picture. Right, I might have a saving grace here, but I don't know if it's going to work. It might work in terms of audio, but it won't work. Oh, hang on, Behrman. Oh. Yeah, I forgot the car.
Behrman said that the car in front is a rocket on the straight.
Okay.
I can see the
Oh,
delay.
it's Joshua Dexter. It's Joshua Dexter, not a surprise. Rocket. Fastest car in a straight line.
I wish we had the fastest internet. This is
Yeah.
shocking.
I wish we did.
It's been fine all weekend. Right, we had a problem with F1 Academy, but it was fine. We literally started having a problem 5 minutes before the sprint race started. It's literally, it's a curse. It's the Abu Dhabi curse every single year. Mohammed Ben Salah, you might need to find me a couple if this continues.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it comes back because I mean we want to see this Formula 2 sprint race, the final one of the year. We've got an amazing feature race coming tomorrow. Oh, we've progressed. On
We've got a new
on the
frame.
slideshow.
We've got a new frame, and it's not pixelated. Come on, you've got it. Come on. Oh, right, it's completely gone now. Not even a blip.
Better
of
quality
audio.
this picture.
Yeah, at least we can actually tell you. Right, let's give you the order then while we've got it. It's Marty, Bortoletto, Cordial, Aron, Dirtsken, Behrman, Beganovic, Hadjar, the battle for ninth between Maeta, Browning and Goethe, Verschoor, Crawford, Forlaroli, Villagomez. Then it's Bennett, Maney, Esterson, Mansell, Shield and Victor Martins is a lap down after his escapades earlier on in the day. And we're hopefully going to have pictures back soon. Anybody... Oh, we had a different sound there. I wish we had better imagery for you.
I think it says enough that my usually delayed F1 TV footage is in front of yours. Oh, now it's not anymore because it's got a new frame.
Yeah, we've jumped to lap 16 now, and across the line, it's... Oh, hello. Okay, for like a second, we had some TV. Oh well.
We did. We had some hope.
Well, to be fair, it's helping that no one's making any moves right now. So I'm.
Yeah, there's not a lot happening.
No.
Yeah. Well, where has Josh actually disappeared to this week?
I've
That's
no
what I
idea. I could do with him right now for TV pictures, but as always, he's vanished into the ether. Right. Comes to
Is he back tomorrow?
I have no idea, mate. Right. I hope he is.
It's kind of like the British Grand Prix. Like, you need to be there. It's the final race. You need to be there.
Right, I'm going to put us on...
Surely it's on his list.
I'm going to put us on number 8, and I'm going to press, hopefully something of a screen share, and somehow...
Something's happening.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
It's nearly there. Right. First of all, let's start, because I have now... Oh, now it's gone. Yeah, it doesn't work. Sky were clever like that. They've turned it off. So that doesn't work. So let's... Oh, hello. So Bortoletto, let's have a look. Hadjar would only get a point. Bortoletto would lead on 196.5. Hadjar would be on 189. Aron 168. Maloney 140. Okay.
7.5 point lead for Bortoletto then after this. If it stays like this, doesn't look like it's gonna stay like this because Hadjar is getting really close now to Beganovic.
I don't know. Our TV pictures still might stay like this. You never know. we could be into 2025 and not know it. I have never known them like this though. This is the worst these pictures have ever been in the entirety of the box. I have never known it do this before. Like it is almost unwatchable. We had a couple of things in Canada where we. I heard Alex for a second. Oh.
What have you done, Cordial?
He's run wide, I think.
Locking up.
Getting our attention a lot.
The only thing we see, so we can only focus on that.
Well.
There's
Luckily, not a lot is going on. Oh well, Dirkson's on the back of Aaron. Hold on a minute.
That could be something down into the braking zone. Yeah, it was a big lockup, I'm being told. Back to the 70s, 80s TV pitch quality. Hey, they were moving. We've gone to kaleidoscope at this rate. Yeah, Derskin didn't make the move on Cordial.
And Aaron gets ahead of Cordial.
Ah! So
Yeah,
I wonder
because
if
he
that was-
runs wide.
Yeah,
Cordial
okay.
went wide.
Was that
Bottles the podium.
So he ran wide, so that's Aron onto the third, and that closed up his championship protagonist battle as well by a couple of points. Yeah, right, let's have a look then. So it's down at turn 9. Did he just run it wide? Yes, he went way wide. And a nice on the inside from Aaron. Unless that was a planned move.
Yeah, could be team orders, but
well,
you don't usually see that in Formula 2.
Cordial, you did say you want Aaron to win the championship. Let's see how much you can defend from drivers behind now. Give him every chance.
Yeah, this is not the way I imagined.
Yellow.
Why?
Yellow.
Yellow flags are out. Wish I could tell you why.
Why am I so excited?
I presume Synthol might have the answer for us, and we've gone green. So
Yeah, in a few seconds.
I might be Cordial.
Has he spun?
Oh, no. I'm just guessing.
I still haven't seen a... Oh!
Oh!
It looks like a spun car there.
I think Cordial hit Dirksen, maybe.
I'm gonna see it now. They're gonna go towards the chicane there. Dirksen was gonna go for the outside. And the lock up there. Yeah, there was a lock up from Cordial. So Cordial's gonna get a penalty for that.
Right, so cut the corner and go off the circuit. I think I'm going to see it now as well, finally. In what has been the weirdest race we've ever commentated on. So yeah, on the inside, Cordial goes for it. Dirksen turns in, and there's contact, and it was Dirksen who spun round. And that's allowed Behrman through as well.
Behrman just passed Cordial as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Piss.
That's I'm seeing a replay now. It's 100% Cordial's fault.
Yeah.
It's the lock up there.
Predicted.
Just ran straight into him. So surely Dirksen's not going to be happy with that.
Oh, there you go. It's under investigation for track limits for Behrman, apparently.
Oh. Well,
All
Behrman
right.
did move himself up to 4th with all of that happened. And Bortoletto's got the gap down to 2 seconds on Marty, but he's running out of laps.
Dirksen in the pits, of course. I think. Oh, actually, did he have damage on his front wing then, or what's he doing?
Yeah.
He's going to retire.
So, we've managed to get Sky's commentary. Let's hand over to Alex Jakes.
So, yeah, really, really unlucky for Dirksen.
Well, tomorrow, as you saw a message there, we told you about it ages ago, but there's an incident involving Oliver Behrman under investigation for going beyond track limits. He went beyond track limits 8 minutes ago, so they'll be reviewing the moments off the racing line. Into the pits comes Dirksen. After that moment where he was spun round, that looks to be the end of his day.
I
agree.
agree.
Hoping for a podium today, not to be. Is there now a second win for Gabriel Bortoletto? On lap 19 and 23, he's found more pace. Gap for the lead is 2.1.
Behrman's been given a penalty for track limits, so that 4th place is not going to be his.
The inside, Browning on Miata, not to be, is now you're seeing Hadjar with a potential move up the road. You've got Cordial with a potential penalty for turning around Dirksen. You've got Behrman with a potential penalty for...
Scrap potential, Alex. He has been given a 5-second penalty. You're getting the live gap to Hadjar. Would be great to see that again, because that massively affects things. Thank you to the gallery. 4.9 seconds, 5 seconds. That is the difference between another point for Hadjar, and crucially, up to 7th. The difference now between the two drivers at the front of the championship is 6.5 points, and there are 7 points between 1st and 2nd in a feature race.
So the move on Bogdanovic is now worth 3, isn't it, for Hadjar? If he can clear Bogdanovic and get up the road, he will also stay potentially within 5 seconds and clear Behrman and Cordial if that penalty comes through.
Okay, this is a big moment, all in, because they've caught Cordial as well, whose tyres are done. Might not be the only one. Gabriel Bortoletto pushing on hard right now, trying to close down that gap, but a lock-up at turn 12 makes catching the race leader even harder.
Cordial and Dirksen under investigation from the stewards. Bortoletto thought he had a big point swing in the bag. It's not going to be as big as he thought it was. Penalty also for John Bennett. You can see at the top of your screen, 5 seconds for him. So everybody getting picked up here for their 5-second penalties.
It's changing things late in the game. There's the move to the inside for Bogdanovic, who improves to the top 5. He is really suited to this Dams team. And once again, Alex, he finds himself in the top 5 of a Formula 2.
And looks like we've also lost commentary now. Not the most fun thing right now for Formula 2.
Only 3 laps to go as well. Cordeel's just got a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision, which he deserves. He was clear. But that could be good news for Isaac Hadjar.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Am I seeing moving frames? Oh, wow.
Looks like it.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, the 2 teammates are about to go side by side. Perfect timing. Here we go. For sure. On the back of Oliver Gertha, the 2 MP Motorsports. Both of these drivers didn't start the season with this team. And let's see whether he can make the move to the inside line. We'll go over Shaw late on the brakes, and he'll take the place. But Gertha will try to do the switchback.
That lockup was absolutely crucial. He might have been able to get DRS.
Yeah. Looked like he got a great exit as well, but they for sure doesn't have DRS, so this will be be a sitting dog, of course, for sure, and round the outside. But actually, for sure, brakes late.
Later on the brakes, they'll go side by side, and Gertha, when he gets the power down, will surely maintain the place. And hopefully Josh will be back soon, because then we can turn the sky audio off. It's still cutting off a lot.
At least momentarily, but he knows he's racing his teammate, and he's giving him
Behrman to Hadjar is over 5 seconds, so he's not going to have any advantage with that. But of course, with the 10-second time penalty for Cordeel, that will give him 1 more spot, and will make it even closer in the championship as we go to the feature race tomorrow.
Has to cede to Oliver Gertha. Hadjar then trying to make the move on Cordeel. And still trying to make the pass, despite the fact Cordeel has been struggling with the tyre. He's rallied slightly, but you can see how ponderous it looks through the apex of turn 16. Hadjar will be trying to make this move stick.
He will be. His tyres just took too much punishment. Stuck behind the dams of Bogdanovic, and he's just working the wheel at every single corner. Hadjar will be devastated with how things have turned out in this final sprint of the year. Ultimately, the first turn telling the story. Pepe Marti is looking to get to the last turn in the lead, and he's got 2.2 seconds over Bortoletto, who had a good run of laps and then had that lock-up at turn 12. Behrman on the road is 0.7 of a second away from
Hadjar goes through,
who has no need to fight too hard over this. And he's got that 5 seconds in the bank after Behrman got a penalty for it. A defensive moment for Cordeel, who has that penalty, the lock-up, and that will be the position gain for Hadjar. So he already had that on the road, on the timing page, and now he's got it on the road. Hadjar up to 6th, and so our 2 title contenders, 2nd and 6th, as we're on the penultimate lap and heading to the final tour of the racetrack. 5.2 kilometers this lap as Miata gets through, another penalised driver in this race.
Yeah, really no chance for Hadjar now to collect the points for Behrman, more than 7 seconds behind him. So he will end up 6th if things stay as they are. Behrman trying to make
sure repass
is
good.
As has Aaron. Does he just stay here and try to lose the minimum time, or does he reckon that actually making the move on Aaron will help him get further ahead and try to mitigate that penalty? Let's see. Might be better just taking the DRS and going with the Estonian driver in the final tour of the race.
There'll be plenty of drivers who are going to be very optimistic about their chances for tomorrow, because Behrman's had good pace in clear air. You can see that he's able to stay with the high tech of Paul Aaron, who will be the Alpine reserve driver next year in Formula 1. Isaac Hadjar seeing that points lead increase in the championship, doesn't appear to have any tyres left. So many laps tucked under the rear wing have decided that, and he is pressing on. Miati, you can see, getting close.
Can you hear me, guys? No one's talking.
Yeah.
4 seconds to the good on Hadjar, having made that move on Cordeel, and they were nose to tail with Hadjar pressuring him at the beginning of the...
Right, there we go. Hello.
Hello.
I'm in hell as Jose Maria Marti ends the worst bloody race ever. Marty wins in Abu Dhabi. Bortoleto will be second. Aram third. But for Jose Maria Marti, it's our 18th different winner of the year and his first race win in Formula 2. Omi.
Yeah, absolutely. Bortoleto takes a huge chunk out of Hadjar's points as well, and he will go into the feature race with an advantage as well. Aaron will be in third, Beganovic, Behrman, and then Hadjar will find himself in sixth. Penalties are applied for Miata and Cordial. They'll promote grounding and restore up to the final points-paying positions, but celebrations for Campos, their winners once again this season. But this time, they're taking Pepe Marti to the top step, and there will be lots of celebrations for the Spanish driver with that one.
Synth?
Yeah, well, it's going to be very, the race itself is, well, maybe there's fun, I don't know if we could really see it, but the result is interesting.
Oh my god. Thank you guys, thank you for... Let's go!
Do you carry on if you want to?
Only a few points between Bortoleto and Hadjar as we go into the final race tomorrow, the feature race, where we hopefully will have footage for the whole race.
Right, we've still got things to sort here. We're handing over to the world feed because this is just one giant cluster. So let's try and, I'm going to try and solve it without screaming. So let's hand over.
Absolutely right. That's the driver's standings at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, good car, mate. Very happy. Very good car.
Well, Bortoleto, I think he'll be more animated than that tomorrow, but that's a huge moment, isn't it, Alex? He's got the advantage up from the half point that he began the weekend in. He was close to pole position yesterday. He starts ahead of his championship rival for the feature race tomorrow. But you know what? Hadjar started ahead of Bortoleto today. You just can't take anything for granted at all. Let's hear from the man, now 5.5 points back.
Try again tomorrow, man. We cannot fight against all these things.
Just was sandwiched into T1.
Well, 5.5 points the gap. What that isn't, though, is the difference between first and second in the feature race tomorrow. So if Hadjar can go out and win it, Bortoleto follows him in second place, he still takes the title. And so that is still the nature of the championship as it rolls on. And that's the rot that needed to be stopped today. I think reasonable damage limitation. He'll look back at that race and hope he could have, and wish he could have made some different moves. But the championship rolls on to tomorrow, and it could be a very different story, as it is a very different story, a never-ending story for Pepe Marti. And he's taken a brilliant race win there today.
I wouldn't like to speculate, but I think he's going to be delighted.
Yeah, well, you did your job. You made Bortoleto not win today, so really good.
Well, they're pleased for their young driver, but they're also delighted that he got involved in the title battle. And I can see parking up outside my commentary box window because Alex is somewhere else. It's the end of the season. We'll let that mirage fade away, shall we? And very appreciative that he's worked on these split commentaries across the last few years. What a sight that is for Pepe Marti, for his family, for his friends and all of his fans out there. The Red Bull Junior driver climbing onto the car, our 18th different winner of the year. A season like no other welcomes Pepe Marti to the winner's circle, and he's into the arms of his Campos team, who are still fighting for the title.
What a view that is.
Wow,
We've seen it so many times, these young drivers, they live with these teams. They are spend so much of their season with the same quite small group of people. They win together, they lose together. It's an incredibly tight bond. Marti Bortoleto will be delighted with that one. And same goes for them down at Invicta, still in the lead of the team's championship standards. 270 points there, placed 245 for Campos, despite Pepe Marti's victory today. And they're absolutely delighted with that one. Paul Aaron receiving the plaudits of Bruno Michel.
He is indeed now eliminated from his long shot title contention, but We have two contenders for the crown, but what a great campaign for Paul Aaron, who is on his way to an F1 program, and lovely scenes for Invicta and their driver. Currently in Papaya for McLaren, next year in whatever colour Sauber choose to run. Could be anything, knowing Sauber in recent times.
I was about to say luminous green, and then I remembered they were already luminous green. Whatever, we don't mind. They're easier to spot. That's what we like.
And there is Pepe Marti, as you said, Alex, so many times this year. Certainly on the first lap he's been unlucky, but now he's posing for P1, and he deserves to do so. This is a lovely touch as well. The message for Angela, the daughter of Adrian Campos Jr. And as you said, a family down there, and they're remembering everyone, and they're thinking of everyone through the good times, through the not so good times, and special moments for Pepe Marti. You work so hard, sometimes you'll put a great race together and you'll be in 12th position, and sometimes you get everything right, you jump from 4th to 1st, and you take the checkered flag and the plaudits that go with it.
Racing with his countrymen there as well, in terms of team and driver, and at this level of motorsport, so often these feeder series teams have seen the drivers, they've been tracking them, they've watched them grow through the junior formulae, and they've picked one they'd really like to run from their own nation. Pepe coming across the line there to the delight of Campos, and that's great to see.
Yeah, a moment of celebration that was a season in the making for Pepe Marti. What wonderful scenes they are as you see your team on the racetrack, the boards that read 3, 1 and 2 as you park up in first position and into the arms of your team to celebrate in front of a crowd in the setting sun. A season coming to a close, and we have a last race title decider with 5.5 points. And as you said, Alex, it's as simple as this. If you win the race, you take the title tomorrow. And both drivers would have taken that at the start of the year. Bortoletto in his rookie campaign, and Hadjar having a stunning second year in the category. They're the last two standing for the title.
And as you might say, AJ, that is definitely what we ordered, isn't it? We may, and we're going to receive it tomorrow. Pit stops, complexity, everything that goes with Formula 2 in a great big dollop of championship jeopardy. Looking forward to it.
Certainly am. Cool down room time.
You need to stop being so freaking fast. Okay, thanks. What a Porsche cool down. Yeah, no? So nice. Oh, I want to see this. Maar that launch, hey, that was some chaos. I mean, look at... Your sub was not amazing, no? It was good. Yeah. It's just that I was not with these guys, you know. My launch was decent. My launch was amazing. I was side by side with... Hey, look at this now. Luckily I was on the outside. That's Kush, no? Yeah, mate, Kush almost killed me. Look. I looked in my mirrors, I was like, oh god. When did you pass them all?
May at the beginning, I don't know. Just as soon as I cleared that crash at the beginning, I came, I was on a lot of speed.
No, but you were, at the beginning, when you got right behind me, I think the gap was 4.0. I was like, it's pushing.
What position Cordell finished? What position Cordell finished?
Mate, look at the gap now. I think I'm like 20 seconds behind.
The pace was so slow compared to when we did the test.
Yeah, but the old car as well.
Man, you were flying in the start.
Huh?
You were overtaking everyone. I was like, I need to wait.
My engineer, I think he was more nervous than me. Because he was like, okay, 4 laps to go, 2.3, next lap, 2.3 still, 3 laps to go, every lap.
Yeah, I lost that missing, but I was not going to catch it.
And the tape was big.
Unless you drop the pace at the last 2 laps.
Well, the cool-down room, I mean, to be honest, it's such a big cool-down room. It's basically a cool-down wing down there. And Matteo Binotto going to be running things for the Sauber team, which will become Audi. Delighted to see one of his signings The lead driver of the championship heading into the final round of the year. Time to start the celebrations on the podium. There's plenty to celebrate for our top three. And this was a fine drive, a classic Aaron drive, really. Just very, very calm, very collected, delivered when he needed to, and made his way to a fairly new podium here, which juts out Monza style over the circuit. And he finds himself with another trip to the podium. It's his 9th of the campaign. And he did the job early on. Key moves at key times. He started behind his title rivals and he made his way forward. A superb drive to the brink of the title for Gabriel Bortoleto, the points leader by 5.5 going into the final race. But in a season where you've watched 17 different drivers climb to the top step, Pepe Marti must have been asking, when is it going to be my moment? The answer is right now. The Spanish national anthem for Pepe Marti, who's waited a while to hear this. It has been a long campaign. We're at the 14th and final round of this Formula 2 championship. An epic season, which now welcomes Pepe Marti to the top step. He celebrates with his team, and he celebrates both. They're down in the pit lane and on the racetrack as well. They're now cleared to the pit lane. And the crowd giving a warm reception for all. Campos taking the trophy. And now Gabriel Bortoleto will treasure this. It's been a brilliant rookie campaign for the Brazilian driver, who's getting closer to that title. 7 podiums, but he knows that he's got to secure it tomorrow. He goes into it with a 5.5 point lead, having started the season, having started this round, I should say, with just half a point in advantage over Hadjar. Paul Aaron smiling and delighted once again that he has taken his high-tech to the podium, and it's that tie-in with high-tech and Ollie Oakes at Alpine that means that he's the reserve driver there next year. And it's time for a glug of whatever fizz is in the bottle, and it's Pepe Marti's day when Gabriel Bortoleto eked out a gap, Alex, to be the favourite for the title tomorrow, but it's only 5.5 points.
An outstanding race, a thrilling championship battle, a deserving and new winner. Sounds a lot like a Formula 2 sprint race, doesn't it? We had action all the way through. Very tight battling, and tomorrow we're going to do exactly what a Formula 2 feature race does. The curveball of the stop in the middle, the tyre they've not raced on yet, and everything to play for still between the two championship battlers. Aaron falls away after an incredibly creditable season, thoroughly deserved podiums throughout the year, and moved through to the reserve role in Formula 1. But tomorrow will be all about the Frenchman and the Brazilian who challenge to be Formula 2 of the world.
Thanks, guys. Sorry for the pictures today. Situation beyond our control. We'll see you next time for the final. Bye-bye.